Okay, hello. Hopefully this is all working. I am worried. Just give me a second. I'm going to do a little test. I think I have to always do this. Yeah, I did I tried to record earlier. For some reason, I originally set this up to be a Neuroscape unboxing and unpacking, and Palworld just sort of came. I didn't even know there was a TCG coming out for Palworld, and then I heard about it, and I've been playing Palworld like crazy, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's because I said a lot of the stuff in my last recording. So yes, I'm going to be opening up the first booster boxes that I've gotten. It's it's going to be fun. Didn't do well. Okay. That's good. Hold on. What's going on here? Sorry, I'm watching the stream, just testing out. And yeah, just okay, cool. All right, I think that's fine. I'm going to take these headphones off. I don't need them on anymore. I'll monitor my thing later on. Computers. Let's just hope everything's good. Okay, give me just a second. I'm just going to move the chair around. From computer mode to card unboxing mode. So, I did Godzilla card stuff last year, but now it's this. So I have my offset light. I have everything set up. Just a quick shout out to the background animation and music. I mean, this probably won't be seen by too many people, but just to show you that this is the scene car. This was mostly set up for Neuroscape, which is a TCG that was crowdfunded, and it's like cyberpunk style. But yeah, I want to. I started. Palworld came first, so okay. There's my box to put my cards in. Mostly to put. That's really for doubles more than anything. Okay. Intriguing. Okay. So I've got 2 booster box sets here. I think there's 10 packs in each. No, 12 packs per box. 7 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. So there's 24 packs. I have no idea about rarities. I have no idea about anything really. I'm a collector. I might play some games. We'll see. But I'll put this one over here for now. Up at the top. Here's my sleeves. I will prepare my sleeves. I hope. These are supposed to be Bushy Road. Godzilla was Bushy Road. So I'm using the sleeves that I've got here, hopefully aren't too big or too small. So how do I open you up? I need a blade. A blade or some gumption. So we will see, because Bushy Road, they're not Japanese size, I don't think. They were like sort of almost an in-between size. They might have been Japanese size. So for those who don't know, with cards, there's Japanese size and there's Western size, I guess. I don't know, just normal size, standard. I'm not sure what they call them, but yes. So these are inner sleeves. I want a double bag. I do have some folders, but I'm at this point I'm just opening up. So why did I not bring a blade? And I cut my fingernails recently, so I don't even have fingernails to rely on. There we go. Ooh. For those who want to see some plastic tearing action. Okay, so that's the plastic removed. I'll push that into here. Hello, Rangga, my kitty cat. What you up to? Sue might come in here in a moment. She'll think that I'm on the telephone and she'll meow really loudly because she loves to do that. So let's see. There's a way to open these for display because these boxes are supposed to be sat out for display. Okay. Let's have a look. First one, so here's what it looks like. We've got Depresso, Chillet, Catvia, and I can't remember her name. Petilia or Panilia? There's several of them that look very similar. You gotta love the name Depresso, right? So, sit these here, and let's see how we go for my technique. Okay, so I'm interested in a Panthalus, if there is. I haven't looked at the lists of cards that are going to be there. Yeah, Lavender, the old classic standby. Lavender. There's Lavender, Catras, Sekhmet. I really want a Sekhmet, but I don't even know if the Sekhmet and them are in this set. So let's see. And the first card is Wooden Wall. So Wooden Wall, and then we've got Wumpo Bumpo. No, Wumpo Batan. Sorry. We got Alarm Bell. Sue, I love you. I'm literally just patting her. She, yeah. And you're wet. Don't come at me wet. Alarm Bell. Marith. And then we got... Is that Lillian? Okay, so Lillian is the one that's on the front here because I just got her. This is Dig Toys. Keen Needleback, Twilight Messenger. I'm not reading the secondary words, am I? Wumpo Bumpo, Tropical Sentinel. And then, so, okay. We got Lillian. It's a nice sparkly. How do I get an angle where you can see it? So I've got a light, like the room light above me. If I turn that on, the cards will become too shiny and you can't see anything. So I've got a side light on, but it doesn't always help. So that's Lillian. Or Lylene, actually. Lylene, sorry. And Pyrian Noct. Blessing of the Goddess is Lillian, and this one is Steed of the Azure Flame. I think that's Azure, I think that's how you say it. So I have captured all of these Pokemon. I don't have an Alarm Bell. I technically have a Wooden Wall, I guess. But not really. Not really a wall. I've got wooden frames in my base. So that's pretty cool. I will straight away, I'm going to put a sleeve onto these ones. And these are very tight. Which is actually a good thing. And the first thing I do is put the sleeve on the wrong way around. So the inner sleeve, you want to go top to bottom. Now I always rip off the top of these and then I remember that the bottom actually opens up. So if you look, this is a slightly bluey colour, and this is slightly normal. They're actually clear. Well, I say that they're clear. Softness, little piece, standard size. Yeah, I think the packaging just makes it look a little bit bluish. I don't get artwork sleeves. It feels like you're using art to cover up your art, your cards. I don't know. Obviously, people have reasons to get them. But yes, just always remember, so it's inner sleeve and then normal. And now we go from the bottom up. Nice. It's period knocked. So... nothing in the doubles yet. I mean, I've only opened one. I know I've only opened one. I'm not silly. But sometimes you get two of the same card in a pack. Go. Lilene. And I got no idea about any of these. None at all. Okay, pack number 2. Okay. Blessing of the Flower Spirit. Okay. Stone Pickaxe. Well, here we go, the first double. Alarm Bell. Oh, hold on. The Blessing of this Forest Spirit. Stone Pickaxe. Yep, see if I put it too far over, you get blasted out. How can I do this like that? The alarm bell again. Gummos. He's a funny little fella. Curious Sprout. Palsphere. Draw 3 cards. Is that right? Draw 3 cards or 1 card? My eyesight is awful. Draw 3 cards. Just wanted to see what it did. And then we've got Medieval Medicine Table. Oh, okay. So this was... see how this one had 2? So I've already blown my load. And picked the card pack. So in every box, there's usually one with 2 special cards or whatever. So here we go. We got... oh, Bushy. Good old Busher. Which is the samurai dude. Okay, interesting. There's Bushy. Alright, so at this point I'm only bagging, what do you call it? The foils. going to have one of those days where they're not going to come out easily. Shit. Here we go again. Oops. I got it upside down. That doesn't help. Come on. You can get in there. So how's everyone been? I know there's like no one there, but you know. I still like to ask. It's been a cold-ass winter this year. Cold-ass as hell. And I don't know if that's because of things in my body changed, or... I feel like people have said that it is cold this year. Yeah, gonna be difficult. I don't know if there's any ASMR effect for some peeps. Okay. And we've got No Pals Beyond sign. I've seen those all over the place. No Pals Beyond. Daydreams Necklace. Interesting. Aurora Guide. Look at that little guy. We got Van Worm, which I've got a Van Worm cyst that I bred. It's got Siren, voice of Siren from Bella, whatever her name is, Bella Noir, and Lucky, I think. I bred it to be... Actually, I think it's got... Oh, and it's also got the movement speed. I can't remember what that one is. Okay, interesting. Oh no, this one's got 2. Okay. So there's the Power Sphere again. Standard Power Sphere. And then we've got Meat Cleaver. He's very shiny, spiky. Very shiny. And... Oh, Elizabeth. Queen of the Flower Garden. So, yeah. I think it's... Yeah, Elizabeth doesn't explode. She's the one that has 2 of the explodey guards around her. If you've never played the game, you won't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, in the game, there's the Elizabeth. And then there's the Elizards, which are 2 bees that guard the Elizabeth. Well, they hang out by themselves, but if you find an Elizabeth, there's usually 2 guards. And one of their attacks is to literally fly straight up to you and blow you up. Making them very annoying because you want them because they generate honey. And you need honey to make things like cakes. This is gonna screw me on the percentages. Sometimes. Yeah, there we go. Got a wanga-ranga-langa. Okay. I reckon the Meat Cleaver, I reckon this one is a really special one because it's a different effect. Or maybe they do it that way for weapons when they're a foil weapon. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's rarer. It just sometimes they just have a different effect. So yes, Cool. That's 2 down. 2 or 3? 3, so we're up to 4. Ah, fuck around. Sometimes it comes easy, sometimes it goes hard. another double. Daydream's Necklace. Serpent. Swift Swimmer. I remember when I first met a Serpent, it was battling something else, and it was hairy because I was underleveled. Treasure chest found! With a Catveer. Oh, and Lamball. Catveer and Lamball, both excited to find a chest. And then we've got Primitive Furnace, which is the first furnace you get from memory. And then we got Dig Toys Headband. Oh, hello. This is the one that I'm trying to breed at the moment. So we've got... Now it's Jormantide. Jormantide Ignis, which is the fire variant of the Jormantide. I've been using the Jormantide for most of my playthrough. And, Jormantide Savage Lava Dragon. And then we got Warsacked or Iron Fortress. I'm trying to make a Jormantide Ignis with Legend Demon God. I was trying to make it with Legend Demon God and Lucky, but I think I'm going to end up with. I think I tried a bunch to get 3 to appear, and I know it's really hard to get, but I just sort of gave up. If I could make cakes more consistently, I should make a base to just make cake ingredients. I do have an extra 4th base slot open. And just make cake ingredients. Oh, God, crying out loud. What the hell? But yes, war sets. Yeah, I'm not really big on them. But when I first met them, they were killing me constantly. I just kept running into the bastards. And I was underleveled. But I was going for the bone stuff to unlock. I didn't realise that it was like so powerful. The Pantherless, or whatever it is. And then I was going for the bones, for the bone flute, and bone flute. And then I met the Jormantide, and then I was using that as my heavy hitter for most of the game. But now I'm trying to get a Jormantide Ignis with, well, at least the 2 stats that I've got. Demon God and thing. Ooh. Alright, that one ended up ripping a lot worse than I wanted it to, but that's okay, I'm just fine. Black Marketeer. So, little thing with this, so you can capture humans and then sell them to the Black Marketeer for usually pretty good profit. They're usually worth more than most pals. So there's the Black Marketeer. Not exactly the nicest fellow. And then we've got Antique Mirror. Aw, and the next one's a cutie. It's a Flambell. Scorching Tears. And then this is the funniest one. This is like, it's a fuck or a fwack. I love how there's a mission literally called "Who Gives a Fwack." They know what they're doing. Shoddy Bed. I think I've got one of those in my base, or 2 of them. I think I had. And then we'll see. We're back to getting only 1 of the sparkly sparklies. So we got the ranch. And then we have Reptyro. I didn't get him until quite late. I sort of ignored. I went to that part of the map to get sulfur, and then once I got a sulfur quarry, I just never went back. And so I realized I hadn't gotten a whole bunch of the pals from around the region. So I actually got Reptyro like quite later on. So he went from being sort of like this notorious, like, oh, I don't want to go do that, he looks tough, to just sort of getting him Ore Gorger. I did show it, didn't I? Now I've got it in the package. It's very hard to see it. Okay. Oh, my back. Yeah, I'm only going to open one box of cards, and then I'll come back and do another stream later today. Oh, I was supposed to... Oh, give me 2 seconds, 2 seconds. With all the technical issues... Yeah, I'm going to post the link on Facebook without in much context. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Oh, fuck off, Facebook. Give me 2 seconds, sorry. Yeah, okay, there we go. I sat back in here, didn't I? Yep, okay. Oh, my back is killing me. I need a more comfortable position. Alrighty. Whoop. Oh, here we go. Here's Daydream. Daydream? And then we've got Ruby. Oh, what a cutie. And then we got Mao Christ, which is the ice variant of the Mao, which is like just basically, it's basically just a cat. And then we had the Wumpo Batan, and Wumpo Batan, I think that's the grass type of the Wumpo, but the Wumpo is normally, oh sorry, hold on. Daydream is First Slumber. Ruby is Brave Sparks. Mao Sister is Harbinger of Riches. So it's Harbinger of Riches. And then Wumpo is Frost Peak Sentinel. We're getting mostly creatures in this pack. I think it's doing nothing but creatures. And then Univolt. He's a powerful bugger, that one. And then we got... Yeah, this is all creatures, which is cool. I like that. Pengullet. And Rushbore. So a lot of starter area ones from that. Univolt and Wumpo are higher level later ons. I wouldn't say mid game; they're more end of start of the game. Yes, the funny that Rushball Univolt is standard, but Rushball, I've got it. Well, I don't know how this exactly works. I'm guessing I'm guessing I've just got the foil variant of each of these. Why do sometimes these sleeves not fit well? Okay, we're good. We're good. Weird. Why are these piles? I guess because the sleeves increase the height, but I feel like both piles are the same height. But I guess if you add in the sleeves, but it just makes me laugh. But yeah, okay. My problem is I'm tearing a little bit higher up than I should. Okay. Over here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. This is the 6th last. Okay. Dark Cannon. Boom, bitch. Get out my way. Black Marketeer. Oh, this looks whatever I've got on the back here, it looks special. It's borderless. Black Marketeer. Again. And then we've got Sphere Workshop. Whatever it is, I keep revealing a little bit of the sides of it. The Sphere Workshop. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put those face down because they're distracting me. Spark It. Hazardous Contact. And then we've got the Hot Spring, just the standard Hot Spring. There's 2 types of Hot Springs. Okay, let's lift off this last one. And that is an Antique Curtain. Isn't that nice? Let's bag this one. Whatever this is, it's a borderless. I caught a little bit of a glimpse of the sides, but I couldn't tell what it was. Alrighty. It's also got a texture to it. Oh, it is Sakuzu. It's actually a standard Pokemon. Suzuka. Hellfire Wings. Look at that. Borderless. Completely borderless. And the reason I say completely borderless is with Godzilla, they didn't do completely borderless. It was borderless. These parts were borderless, but the top and bottom were still there. So this one's an interesting one. So the Suzuka is an interesting enemy to do, but they're very much a standard world enemy. Like, I'm not trying to downplay them, but for a second I thought it was... I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one that's like the special flame, like boss. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool, and I'm interested to see. Alrighty. Okay, we got Blessing of the Flower Spirit again. And then we've got the makeshift handgun, which I skipped the makeshift handgun because straight away I got the legendary handgun. So, okay, Celeray, Loop de Loop. I'm not getting any repeats on the mobs, I don't think. I've got Black Marketeer twice, and I've gotten the Hot Spring twice. And the next card is also a double, which is the Medieval Medicine Workbench, which I had earlier as well. And then we've got Chillet, Dragon Whisperer, and Tombat. Out of nowhere? Exclamation mark, question mark. So yes. So far we've got... There seems to be sort of a toss-up as to whether you get 2 foils or 1. And on the other side of that coin, we also have, as I said, we've got the Suzuka Hellfire Wings. Completely borderless. So far, I haven't had any, like anything from this pile. I haven't had any of them as a standard. So I'm not sure if these are, like, if these are foil variants, or if they're always foil, and the others are always normal. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to know, because what I've learned from doing the Godzilla cards is there's no uniformity. I don't want to get ahead of myself and say, oh, it's this, because you can end up wrong. Okay, this one was trying to be a bitch. And got torn up very badly. Okay. Okay, I got Dark Cannon again. Which I'm assuming is the... Yeah, I think that's the move, Dark Cannon. And then we got Lorp Moon, Glinting Moonlight, and Blaze Howl, Hellflame Defender, and then Dig Toys Ham, Headband, and Grappling Gun. I got the Grappling Gun. I don't use it, though. I never equipped it. Oh, okay. Antique Dresser. Now, I had Antique Mirror, didn't I? Yes. And then we've got the Pengulet Rocket Launcher. Which I haven't used, but I'm pretty sure I've unlocked it. I think, I'm not sure how it all works with the Pengulet rocket launcher. Alrighty, 3 packets left. We're getting through these relatively quickly. See, these are only $88 a box. Well, they're going to go up to $100, I think. But yes, I think I've got one more box to come at some point. Direwolf, Proud Fang. Direwolf. And then Life Monk, Promising Newbie. And Cryolinks, Arctic Ordeal. These guys are kind of weird. They're weird arms. Sparkit, Hazardous Contact. Now, just give me 2 seconds. Okay. I was just checking, because I knew I had Sparkit before, but yes, it was a standard. I wanted to see, because I couldn't remember if it was a standard or a foil. So there's Hazardous Contact, Sparkit, and then Fox Sparks, Light of Courage. Valor. Oh, here we go. Jortmantide. Cool. Valet. Bewitching Blossom. And Jortmantide. So now I've got both of them. Jortmantide and Jortmantide Ignis. And as I said, I've had Jortmantide for a long time. I had no... When I got it, I wasn't going to use it. I was just going to stick it in my box. But I brought it out for some reason. There was something I used it for, and then it was so powerful. And it turned out it has, I think it's 60... No, it's 86... and then 100, like defense and attack. So it turned out to be like the best. So it explained why it was like owning shit, left, right, and center. Whoop. I love how these packets, like, they are so hard to open. And then they suddenly just rip, and then they're just like flimsy. It's like... Okay, we have... Viewing? Oh, Viewing Cage. Tansy, Cheerful Worker. I had a Tansy... Is it Tansy Ignis? The fire one? I used that for ages. That was my heavy hitter. Cheerful Worker. Oh, here we go. We got Flambell. It's the second. That's a repeat as well. We've got a couple of repeats now. We're doing really well. Then Worm. And once again... Oh, hold on. I didn't read it before. Marauder of the Skies. And Fwack. Maniac Wave Ripper. Oh, here we go. We've got an interesting one. This is Zoe's Strategy. Oh, hold on. I got Meat Cleaver and it is different. Zoe's Strategy. And then this one is the Meat Cleaver. But see how it's the triangles? Whereas the other one wasn't like that. The other one... Oh, shit on you. Try and bloody... Yeah, this one is textured, I think. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, this is bullshit. They're so slippery. Yeah, so... I don't know if you're able to see it. You can see the bottoms shining as well, where the words are. But, yes. Interesting. So I've got two different meat cleavers. And I'm assuming, if you're really interested to see all the details, if you go to Bushy Road and look it up, they should have all the details on the cards, what they do, and all that. Because my eyesight is so bad. Choose one of the following. Zoe's Strategy. So yeah, only today I was thinking more on my idea of a card game, because I want to make my own TCG type game. Battle card game. And, it's steam power versus diesel power. Okay, last one. And I think we've already blown our load. I don't think I'm going to get anything impressive. Alright, we got Farming Hat. Sorry, I was leaning back because my back is killing me. Tenzi. Now. Antique mirror. Okay, let me have a look. Oh, God. Okay. So, antique mirror, antique dresser, I think I just saw was a special one. So, antique mirror. And then we're back, got another Gamos. So we're getting a lot of repeats here. Primitive Furnace. And Daydream. And a new one for the foil is a mounted machine gun. Pew 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 pew. I've got one of those at my base, but my pals don't use it. They're actually... it's kind of pointless because really... they own everything, and also I usually bring Pantalus out and he just smashes the world apart. I think it's a he. I haven't actually checked its sex. Mounted machine gun. Alrighty. Well, I hope that was fun. I'm going to be back in a couple of hours. I'm going to have a sleep. Probably pop a what do you call it? I keep going to say Zyrtec. I don't have Zyrtec. It's not nasal. A Voltaren. And I shall be back. And you have yourselves a lovely day. Yeah, that was cool. I was interesting to see. I guess I'd already seen images of it, so I knew that it wasn't. A lot of people had to go at the Godzilla card game because it used pictures from the movie, and I'm going to be completely honest. That's stupid to have a go at that. Like, they're based on a movie franchise. You know, I wanted them to be like thing. Yeah, I understand with like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. You don't want to just use movie pictures, but with Godzilla, that's using movie images is fine. Like, I don't know. People just want to complain. That's what I've discovered. Can I stand these up? No, I cannot. I need to put them on this side. And, they're all slippy. Okay. They're not sorted, of course. Here's box number 1. Let's do a little bit of pre-prep for next time. I want to do box number 2 right now. I want to do it straight away, but I can't. My back is killing me, and I need to get some sleep. Again, you have yourselves a fantastic day. And I'll see you next time.